Hello YouTube fans, and by that I mean mom. So hey mom, what's up? I wanted to do the questions tag. There's like 5 going around, but the one I want to do is the list of questions that nobody asks type one. And then I also sent out asking you guys to ask me questions that I could use here, so I'll be answering those as well. Be like a little mixture thing, you know. Mixture thing. Okay, let's get started. Number 1, do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Well, my closet, I don't have a door because I used to have a door, but mom took it away, kind of like Freaky Friday. But if you mean like my front door, I definitely close that shit. Like, if you sleep with it open, you're asking to have a killer in your house. Number 2, do you take shampoo and conditioner bottles from hotels? Absolutely, you bet I do. I've taken a towel before, taken toilet paper. My mom actually stole like a feather comforter and she brought it out to the parking lot and then felt so guilty that she walked back in the hotel with it and told them. She's so funny. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or tucked out? Well, I don't actually use sheets on my bed because I'm just a nasty fool, so. I'm a gross human, but yeah, I just have blankets. So, out I guess. Have you ever stolen a street sign? No. No, why would you ask that? No, I haven't. I swear, I haven't. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Say people who try to force their beliefs on other people. Inconsiderate people. People in places that don't move and they walk really slow. People who don't say thank you.
You know, just people. I think just people in general. Yeah, people. What is your least favorite movie? The Haunting of Molly Hartley was the worst movie in the entire world. Don't ever watch it, and if you do, you want to gouge your eyeballs out with rusty spoons. It is absolutely terrible. Like, I'm just gonna blow the ending. By the end, you know, it's about this girl and her parents like sold her soul to the devil or something, and so she spends the whole movie like trying to, you know, battle the devil and stuff. And by the end, she just gives in, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll work for you. That's cool." I was like, "That was the biggest waste of 2 hours of my entire life. I am so sad that I watched that." Where would you bury hidden treasure if you had some? In my pockets. I love cash money. What's your favorite food?
I love ravioli. Anytime I go to a restaurant, I order ravioli. And it used to be quesadillas. Like my school's quesadillas. People hate school food. Oh my god. You've never had quesadillas from St. Michael before. They're so good.
Would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine? When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? Well, I actually write people letters a lot, but my last one I sent to my canoe guide from the wilderness trip I just took, and he hasn't replied yet. It's been like 2 weeks. It's just it's slow mail, you know, slow mail. Definitely. What is your usual bedtime? I usually go to bed at 9 because I'm like an old person. When you were a kid, what did you dress up for Halloween? I had a big bear suit, and it was Bear from the Big Blue House, like that old TV show, and I wore it every Halloween until literally the legs of the suit were like up to here on me, and I was like way too tall.
Even this one time, it was like the middle of July, I decided to put the suit on and walk around town, and I almost overheated, so I went to a neighbor's house. Actually, it wasn't even a neighbor, it was some random person, and I asked them to give me a ride home. It was like, you know, my mom never taught me, like, don't ride with strangers and stuff. They offer you a ride, don't get in. I would literally go ask strangers for a ride.
Which are better, Legos or Lincoln Logs? I would say Legos, because you can put them on the floor and kill someone with them. What was your first concert you went to? Justin Bieber.
Can you curl your tongue? Yes.
Tea or coffee? Definitely tea. I'm such a tea person. Do you have kids? No. Do you want kids? No. Not even a little bit. I hate children. Do you like Thomas the Train or the Brave Little Toaster? Now, was that even a question? Because the Brave Little Toaster is like a legend, you know? He's such like an icon of everything. He's just so brave and went on in life. And Thomas the Train just kind of sucks. If you had a superpower, what would it be? I would totally pick mind reading, like over anything. It would be so easy. You're sitting there taking a test, teacher's grading another test, and you can just read the answers right off of her, and then boom, smartest person in the world. Alright. You would never have to sit at night and be like, oh my god, I like wonder if he like lives me, you know? Because you could just like read his mind and then you'd be like, wow, he totally isn't into me at all. What motivated you or inspired you to start making YouTube videos? Well, a long time ago in a faraway town, I had a really bad addiction to watching YouTube. I watched about 8 videos a day, probably was my lowest. And so one day I was like, you know, that'll be really fun to do myself. So here we are. If you could meet any celebrity, who would it be? Adam Levine. I am so in love with him. Oh my god, he's so hot. Oh, definitely want to meet him. We're probably gonna get married. He doesn't know it. Neither does his wife, actually. What's your favorite planet and why?
I would say Mars. I haven't been there. I heard it's a nice vacation spot. A lot of good tanning potential. I like it because it's red, and red is my favorite color because it's the color of blood.
Would you rather lick a lizard's tongue or eat an entire fingernail? I would lick that lizard up and down his entire body, lick his friend and then his parents, and then eat all of them if I didn't have to eat the fingernail. I think fingernails are so freaking disgusting. Like literally right now I want to cry thinking about it. Oh my god, they gross me out so bad. Like fake nails, they freak me out. They're just like so long and gross, and like the germs in them. I'm not a germaphobe, but my god are they gross. Like there's a woman that comes into my place of business and she has like, they're like 6 inches. I'm not even screwing with you. Like she could be like in the Guinness Book of World Records. They're like this long and like, oh my god, they're like yellow on the inside. They're so gross. And she like puts her wallet and all her stuff in her purse in Ziploc bags so they're easier to grab with her like nasty claws. And one time she like picked up money and she could like pick it up like with her fingernails and like her fingers didn't even touch the money. Okay, it's gross. And she like touched me with them and I wanted to burn my hand off. So disgusting. Why are you such a dumb looking skank? Well, I respect your boldness for asking that. I don't have an answer for you, but I'm pretty sure I look kind of smart in my glasses. Have you ever been skinny dipping? Yes. Oh my gosh. So me and my friend Emily went. We went up to her cabin. And it was funny, so it's like late at night, right? And we're sitting all there and we're like, oh my god, let's do something on our bucket list. That'll be so crazy. And so we're like, oh, let's go skinny dipping. So it was like me and her sister and my friend Emily. And her older sister Sam was like into it. And so we started getting into like the canoe to go out to the middle of the lake. And she's like bailing. She's like, no, oh my god, I'm gonna look like a lesbian. Let's not do it. I don't want to do it. So like, fine Sam, screw you, we'll do it. And so we go out to the middle of the lake and we're like in the canoe. And it wasn't one of those things that were like crazy, like rip your clothes off and spring break, ah, holla. It was like we got out there and we're like, okay, let's go. And this lake is like algae and seaweed and it's kind of nasty and stuff like that. So she's on her side of the canoe and I'm on my side, and so she's like slipping in and she's like, don't look at me, don't look. So she like goes in the water and then takes her clothes off, and so then I did the same thing. We're like on opposite sides of the canoe and we're like, are you in? Yeah. Like, cool, me too. Okay, sweet. And so we're like just sitting there in this nasty algae water, and like it was so funny because it was like so awkward. We're like, so we put all the clothes back on and get in the canoe and we're like, okay, cool, let's go back to the cabin. good work skinny dipping. Do you have any tattoos, and if so, what do they mean? Yes, I do. I have 4. Okay, so first one I'll show you will be my first tattoo I got. Let's see if I can get this right. So my Dreamcatcher tattoo is my very first tattoo. I got it when I was 15, which I don't particularly recommend for other people, but I will never regret this tattoo and I absolutely love it. So it's actually not finished because it was so painful to me that I like continually screamed the entire time. And he yelled at me and he's like, seriously, if you don't stop screaming, I will not finish your tattoo. And so I just stopped because it hurt so bad, and I just never got it finished, even though it's been like almost 3 years. But anyway, I got it because I used to be an atheist, and then I went on my first mission trip to Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, and there I became a Christian and found God and everything. And the Indians had a lot of dream catchers and they always sold them, which is why dream catchers are like my trademark. Like, I love dream catchers. I have one in like everything. I have one in my purse, my backpack, my guitar. I have 1,000. It's behind you so you can't see, but I have a tree in my room that's just solid dream catchers. I have about like 100, I think, but I just love them so much because of like what they symbolize, like, you know, going towards your dreams and stuff like that. And it's also kind of a symbol for my own Christianity myself because of where I became a Christian. Actually, it has flying birds, not just like a white girl tattoo. It has flying birds right here because what I want to get on it is a quote, and it's a poem by Langston Hughes, and it says, "Hold fast to dreams, for if they die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly." My other tattoo,
Getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
A cross, and then it says, "His love shall set us free." I don't know how well you can see that because this is hard to do. I got that one last summer. Me and my mom had matching tattoos, except hers says trust in the Lord with all your heart. And so I just like it because it's a good reminder that God loves us no matter what we do. So many people have so many struggles in life and stuff like that, and they don't know what to do. But we bind ourselves down with our own worrying, and if we give all of our worries to Him, then His love shall set us free. My anklet quote, and it's 1 Corinthians 13:8, and it says, "Love never fails." And then I have a little Jesus fish. The whole verse, it means to me, love never fails. It's, you know, God's love. He will always love us no matter what mistakes we make in life, and no matter, you know, how far we stray from Him and how many sins we commit and stuff like that. His love will always be there for us. And so my own symbolization, for one, even though we make mistakes in life, His love will never fail, and it's the whole purpose of me having this tattoo, because I have a whole past where I made like 1,001 mistakes and I did a lot of bad things and stuff, but His love never once strayed even a little bit from me. Like, He always completely loved me. What is the story with the design of your guitar? So you've obviously seen it in videos. I hand drew all this on with Sharpie markers. So just start. I drew the tree and the Starry Night because I'm really into art and I love the painting Starry Night. So it's not exactly the painting because I want to do my own twist on it. Also wanted to make it look like the wind is running, so the tree is curling that way. And here's a big dream catcher I drew with the wind going through it. Like I just explained, I love dream catchers and everything about dream catchers, and I'm a dream catcher fanatic. Hallelujah is my favorite song, and it was the first song I learned on guitar, so I wanted to draw that on there. And then I have music notes, and this is actually the piano form of how to play Hallelujah. And I just did that because I play piano as well. And then my strap is also a piano. And then I have my little dream catcher on here. What's this I hear about you breaking a rake and throwing in the woods?
What is your most embarrassing moment?
Oh my god, I am a gold mine for embarrassing moments. I am nothing but embarrassing moments.
My entire being is embarrassing moments.
We're all at a church retreat. It's called Tech, and on the last day you go swimming at a community pool. And so everyone's swimming and I'm there with my friend, and we're like doing flips off the diving boards and like cool things and whatever, you know. So one of them I wanted to do a flip, and so I like jumped too short because my vertical is like 2.5 inches. And so I jumped too short and I almost hit my head on the diving board and fell in, and then I came up and everyone in the whole pool was like dying of laughter. And I was just like trying to play it off, like, wow, is that so funny? Like, I don't know what I missed. But it was just like, oh yeah, haha, almost hit my head on the board, ha ha ha. And then I hear some guy from across the pool be like, was that her top?
And then I was like, oh my god. So I was like, no, it's still here.
And so I like look up at the diving board, and one of my old hair extensions, and like the secret with hair extensions is that most girls, like when you're like 15, you have hair extensions, you don't want people to know. And you're like, oh yeah, it's totally real, like it's totally real, not a weave. But so like it was a big secret of mine that I had hair extensions, and I had hair extensions like down to here, right? So they're really long. And so one of them literally caught the edge of the diving board and was dangling all the way down to the water, and everyone saw it, and it was so embarrassing. And I didn't even know how to play it off correctly because I couldn't reach it. Like I was like, I can't even get it off, so I'm literally sitting there struggling from the water trying to get it. So what I had to do was like mingle myself across the diving board and like peel it off the front and then go to the locker room and like try to put it back in. It was so sad. If you're still here watching this, kudos to you because there's a lot of questions to go through. But that's all of them, so yay! I hope you enjoyed this video, so give it a thumbs up if you liked it and you want to see more videos somewhat like this, not more question ones because I already did that. But you know, just like it and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, thanks for watching.